Welcome to the last lecture of Module 4 Ideation in the online course Design Thinking for Engineers. So, in this lecture, we'll be talking about the concept of brainstorming. So, let's see what is brainstorming first. Brainstorming is a group creative technique, it's a group, so it has to be done as a group and not alone. And by which efforts are made to find a conclusion for a specific problem by gathering a list of ideas spontaneously contributed by its members. So you all sit together as a group and then come up with ideas quickly, spontaneous contribution of ideas. Not it's not like you'll be thinking of the idea at home and then coming up to the hall and discussing it with your friends. It's about coming up with ideas spontaneously. அப்படியே உங்களுக்கு நேச்சுரலாக உங்களுக்கு ஐடியாஸ் உடனே உடனே வரா மாதிரி. So, in other words, brainstorming is a situation where a group of people meet to generate new ideas and solutions around a specific domain of interest by removing inhibitions. And யாரும் வந்து இன்ஹிபிட் பண்ணாமல் எல்லாருமே ஆக்டிவாக பார்ட்டிசிபேட் பண்ணி ஐடியாஸ்க்கு கான்ட்ரிபியூட் பண்ணோம். And people are able to think more freely and they suggest as many spontaneous new ideas as possible. எவ்வளோ அவங்களுக்கு ஸ்பான்டேனியஸாக எவ்வளோ ஐடியாஸ் வருமோ அவ்வளோ ஐடியாஸ் வந்து அவங்க கான்ட்ரிபியூட் பண்ணணும். And all these ideas are noted down without criticism. So இதில் வந்து there should be zero criticism, there should be no judgment and all. யாருக்கு even if it's the stupidest or the stupidest idea, you need to pen it down in the board. And after the brainstorming session is over, the ideas are then evaluated. அவங்க வந்து என்னதான் ஐடியா தராங்களோ அதை ஃபஸ்ட்டு எழுதி வச்சுட்டு, பிகாஸ் ஹூ நோஸ் தட் இட் மைட் பி அ வயபிள் ப்ராடக்ட், அது ஃபீஸிபிளாக கூட இருக்கலாம்ல. ஸோ எல்லாரோட ஐடியாஸும் எழுதி போட்டு அதில் ஒரு ஐடியாவாக டிஸ்கஸ் பண்ணிட்டு வரணும். And we'll have a couple of videos here about how to conduct brainstorming. So watch this video first.
If you have a real problem, brainstorming is a good way to come up with a solution or two. As the name suggests, the idea is that you storm on the neural pathways through the brain to pick a lot of thoughts quickly and intuitively. It's best to do this with a group of diverse people, so you have lots of different brains to explore. This leads to the creation of more ideas and maybe new solutions. Before you start, make sure you solve the right problem. Einstein said, to solve a problem, I would spend 55 minutes defining the problem and then 5 minutes solving it. Tina Seelig, a well-known professor on creativity, teaches to define a problem by reframing the question. For example, by simply asking why. Say you brainstorm ideas for a birthday party for your mum. You can ask, why do we organize birthday parties? You might then realize that we do them to make people feel special. Then ask, how can I make my mum feel special? Now a totally different idea might come up. Once you define the real problem, start. Here are 3 ways. Guided group brainstorming. First, get some markers and a whiteboard or some post-it notes. Then invite the participants. These are your brains. Company bosses, teachers or other authorities are advised to stay outside or facilitate. Their authority can intimidate shy people from speaking up. Then lay out the 4 ground rules of brainstorming. 1. Go for quantity. Get out all the ideas, no matter how silly. 2. Withhold criticism. There are no bad ideas. 3. Welcome crazy ideas. The wilder the better. 4. Build on other people's ideas. Listen to them first and then add yes and. Now you can start. Write the problem as a question on the whiteboard. Then ask all of your brains to throw in their ideas. As a facilitator, keep the discussion focused on the topic. To ensure that people don't speak over one another, you can provide a talking stick which is passed around. Note down all the ideas and put them up for everyone to see. Remind people to add on to ideas. If Anne thinks of, let's build a cool umbrella, Jay can say, yes, and let's make it one that flies too. If someone did kill a good idea, the facilitator can always bring it back to life to throw it back on the table. At the end of the session, see if there are 2 ideas that can be combined. In brainstorming, the slogan is 1 + 1 = 3. Then let the team vote to know which are the most popular ones. You can now either start with another round of brainstorming to build on those ideas, or if you are happy with the solution, bring it to an end. Finally, record your best ideas so you don't lose them. The nominal group technique. Explain the ground rules and present the problem. Then ask each person to write their ideas anonymously. Then collect the ideas and let the group vote on each idea. The top ranked ideas may be sent back to the participants or subgroups for further brainstorming. For example, one group may brainstorm on the form of a product, while the other focuses on the technical features. The group passing technique. Let people sit in a circle, explain the rules, and present the problem. Each person writes down one idea and then passes the piece of paper to the next person, who adds some thoughts. This continues until everybody gets his or her original piece of paper back. By this time, it is likely that the group will have extensively elaborated on each idea. Let everyone explain their evolved idea and write each one up. You can then let the group vote. If you want to brainstorm by yourself, give it a try right now. At the end of this scene, we will present you with a problem. Once you get it, write 5 ideas in the comments below as fast as you can without much thinking. This unlocks your creativity and gets you past mental blocks. After you are done, read the comments from the others. Pick your favorite idea and build your thought on top of it. To do that, just reply to that person starting with yes and. Here's the problem. Our oceans are full of plastic waste. A lot of it is eaten by fish with uncertain effects on our health. According to The Economist newspaper, by 2050, the oceans could contain more plastic than fish, measured in weight. So, how can we reduce the plastic waste in our oceans today?
So that was a really good video, and in the next video you will be looking at the creative ways to brainstorm. This is again going to be a short video, 3 minutes I guess. So watch it carefully.
6 creative ways to brainstorm ideas. During the brainstorm process, it can be easy to hit a brick wall. If your brainstorm session has reached a dead end, here are some creative ways to generate fresh ideas that your audience will love. Mind mapping. This strategy creates a visual representation of related terms and ideas that can generate creative content ideas. Create a diagram with a central main idea that you can branch off to correlating words or concepts. Use the web of information in the diagram to help you generate a well-rounded view on single or multiple ideas. Right braining. Release your creative thoughts by doodling incomplete images. Think of a general topic to doodle from and start sketching images associated to that topic. Be sure to draw images that are incomplete, as leaving out portions or aspects of an image can spark creativity later. Then take your different images and try combining them in different ways to generate a new idea. Provocative actions. Look at things differently by changing your physical surroundings or by verbally communicating in unexpected ways. Try shaking things up. Physically change a room by turning the chairs upside down or verbally make an off-the-wall comment. For example, could you design upside down?
What does the word design look like upside down?
Either way, unusual situations will ignite creative responses that you can pull ideas from. Break and build. This process is about breaking down and building up ideas to get a range of related information. Break down a general thought or idea into more detailed pieces of information, or do the opposite and build it up to reach a broader viewpoint. In the end, your solution can be based on the wide range of information from the process. Pessimist versus optimist. Find a creative solution for ideas from the conversation between a pessimist and an optimist. Start off a general topic of conversation with the phrase, "How about?" Then challenge the starting comment with a pessimistic response, followed by the optimist providing his answer to the pessimist's comment. For example,
We do not know how to design an infographic.
We can hire an infographic designer.
We do not have any ideas for him to design.
We can research ideas and hand him an outline.
by building upon each other's responses, a general idea can evolve into a more focused, relevant one. Randomness. Find the connection between a random word or thought and a general topic to develop a new creative idea. First, start with a general idea. Next, generate a random object and list words that can describe it or are associated with it. Last, pick the words from your list that can relate back to your general idea to form your solution. The next time you hit a brick wall, try using these creative development methods to make brainstorming for your content ideas a more fun, imaginative process with better solutions.
ஸோ திஸ் ரியலி இம்பார்ட்டன்ட் வீடியோ. இதை நீங்கள் பார்த்தது இந்த 6 மெத்தட்ஸ் பார்த்தீங்கல்ல, இட்ஸ் ரியலி இன்னோவேட்டிவ். இட்ஸ் என்ன சொல்கிறது, ஆக்ஸ்ஃபோர்ட், கேம்பிரிட்ஜ், MIT, ஸ்டான்ஃபோர்ட், ஹார்வர்ட், இந்த மாதிரி அங்கேருந்து ப்ரொஃபஸர்ஸ் இதெல்லாம் ட்ரை பண்ணியிருப்பாங்க. அங்கேருந்து மேனேஜ்மெண்ட் ஸ்கூல்ஸ்லாம் இருக்கும், அவங்களாம் ட்ரை பண்ணி இட்ஸ் ட்ரைட் அண்ட் டெஸ்டட் அண்ட் ஹஸ் பீன் ப்ரூவ் டு பி எஃபெக்டிவ். அதனால தான் இந்த மெத்தட்ஸ்லாம் வி ஆர் ஸ்ட்ரெஸிங் இட் அப்பான். ஸோ ட்ரை தீஸ் மெத்தட்ஸ், ட்ரை த ப்ரீவியஸ் வீடியோ ஆஸ் வெல் ஆஃப் how to the 3 methods of doing a brainstorming session and this 6 creative ways to brainstorm ideas as well. So idella try pannunga and we'll come back to the assignment right now. So the previous assignment, I think these were the first module, the second module. This was about the third module. So mind map idu varaikkum pandripinga nenikren. Empathizing map, I guess you would have completed it as well. And problem statement, adha it's going to be a ஒரே அந்த ப்ராப்ளம் ஸ்டேட்மெண்ட் உங்களை இது வச்சு ரெடி பண்ண சொன்னல, அந்த 5 or 6 டூல்ஸ் கொடுத்து அதை வச்சுக்கிட்டு ஏதாவது ஒரு மெத்தடில் ஒரு ப்ராப்ளம் ஸ்டேட்மெண்ட் ரெடி பண்ண சொன்னேன். ஸோ இந்த 3த்தையும் முடிச்சிருப்பீங்கன்னு நம்புகிறேன். பிகாஸ் யூ வில் ஹேவ் டு சப்மிட் இட் இன் ஆர்டர் டு கெட் யுவர் completion of course certificate as well as your merit certificate if your assignment is really good. So இது நீங்கள் you'll be submitting it on April 14th, the day the lockdown is going to be released. So April 14th நீங்கள் அதை சப்மிட் பண்ணி ஆகணும். You don't need to send any assignments right now. நாங்கள் சொல்லுவோம், ஒரு இமெயில் ஐடி தருவோம், அந்த இமெயில் ஐடிக்கு நீங்கள் சென்ட் பண்ணணும். ஸோ இந்த 3 மாடியூல் 2 and 3 ஓட அசைன்மெண்ட்ஸ். ஸோ மாடியூல் 4 ஓட அசைன்மெண்ட் இப்போ என்னென்னா, ஃபார் த செலக்டட் ப்ராப்ளம் ஸ்டேட்மெண்ட், அதாவது மாடியூல் 3ல் நீங்கள் செலக்ட் பண்ண ப்ராப்ளம் ஸ்டேட்மெண்ட்டுக்கு கம் அப் வித் அ மினிமம் ஆஃப் 5 ideas and select the best idea among the list. அண்டர்ஸ்டுட்ல? நீங்கள் அந்த மாடியூல் 3ல் செலக்ட் பண்ண ப்ராப்ளம் ஸ்டேட்மெண்ட்டுக்கு 5 ஐடியாவோட அந்த 5 ஐடியாவில் எது பெஸ்ட் ஐடியான்னு நீங்கள் செலக்ட் பண்ண போகிறீங்க. ஏன் அந்த ஐடியா பெஸ்ட்? யூ நீட் டு சப்ஸ்டான்ஷியேட் வை இட் இஸ் த பெஸ்ட் அமங் த 5 or 6. ஓகே, ஸோ திஸ் கோயிங் டு பி யுவர் அசைன்மெண்ட் ஃபார் திஸ் மாடியூல். ஸோ அட் த எண்ட் ஆஃப் all the modules you will be submitting the assignment, all these documents. இது you can do it in paper, you can do it as a Word document, you can do it as a MS Paintல கூட இல்லை PowerPointல பண்ணுறேன். You can do it in any of the medium. இல்லை எனக்கு கையிலேயே எழுதி ஃபோட்டோ எடுத்து அனுப்புகிறேன். if you have a good scanner, cam scanner ஏதாவது அப்ளிகேஷன் யூஸ் பண்ணி ஸ்கேன் பண்ணி அனுப்புங்க. So that's it guys. So that's the end of the 4th module, Ideate. So in the next module we'll be seeing about testing, prototyping, and after that is going to be testing. So module 5 is about prototyping. See you guys. Have a great day.